Okay, so you just got that brand new phone, right? That shiny gadget you've been wanting. And suddenly, bam, you're drowning in warranty offers.
Happens every time.
It's like they're trying to insure you on the insurance.
Right.
Today, we're going deep on insurance, helping you figure out what's really essential and what's just extra baggage stuff you probably don't need.
We're going to equip you to make smart choices because insurance shouldn't be a guessing game.
No more deer in the headlights when you see all those forms and all that jargon.
It's a jungle out there, but we're handing you a compass and a map.
Exactly. We're breaking down the essentials versus the skippables,
Hmm.
all based on advice from top experts.
We're your insurance mythbusters.
Love it. So let's start with the non-negotiables. These are the core pieces for your financial well-being. First up, health insurance.
Gotta have it.
This is your shield against medical costs, whether it's a sudden illness or, something unexpected happens.
It's not just about those big catastrophic events either. It's about preventative care. Screenings, checkups, those are essential for staying healthy, and health insurance helps you access those.
It's true. And remember, you can get health insurance in a bunch of ways through your work. Government programs like Medicare, Medicaid, or even directly from private insurers.
Tons of options.
It's about finding the right plan for your budget and what you need. You really want to compare those deductibles, premiums, what's covered, what's not.
Yeah, take the time to do your research. It's worth it. Think of it like, I don't know, picking the right pair of shoes. You wouldn't wear flip-flops to go hiking.
Wow.
Right. You want something that fits and supports you.
Love that analogy.
Mm.
All right, next up, auto insurance.
Can't leave home without it. Literally.
In most places, it's not even an if you need it, it's how much.
Driving without liability coverage. Illegal almost everywhere. And for good reason.
It's the baseline. It protects you if you're in an accident and you damage someone else's car, their property, or even worse, cause any injuries.
It's about protecting yourself from a financial disaster if you're at fault. Now, beyond that liability, you can add comprehensive and collision coverage for your own vehicle.
Okay, for those who need a refresher, what's the difference?
Sure. Comprehensive is for those things that aren't a collision. Theft, vandalism, hailstorms, that tree limb that falls out of nowhere. Collision is if your car is actually damaged in an accident, regardless of who's at fault.
So you can customize your coverage based on your risk tolerance and how much your car's worth.
Right, absolutely. Weigh the cost of coverage versus, what if you had to repair or replace your car out of pocket. Don't forget, though, a bunch of things affect your rates. Your driving record, where you live, even your credit score in some states. Shop around. Compare quotes. It's worth it.
Definitely good advice.
Right.
Okay, shifting gears from the road to your home sweet home. Whether you rent or own, homeowners or renters insurance is key.
It's protection for your property and everything in it. And honestly, it's surprisingly affordable, especially renter's insurance. I'm always shocked at how many people skip it.
For real, a few bucks a month can save you thousands down the line. Imagine a fire in your building. A pipe bursts. Someone trips and sues.
It's about peace of mind, knowing you're not on the hook financially if disaster strikes. Oh, and here's a tip. Take photos of your stuff. Make a list.
Good advice. Okay, let's talk about something a little less, tangible. Your ability to provide for yourself and your family.
That's where life insurance comes in, making sure your loved ones are taken care of financially if something happens to you.
Yeah. It's one of those things you hope you never need, but it's crucial, especially if anyone depends on your income.
It's not the most fun topic, thinking about our own mortality, but it's a conversation worth having.
Absolutely. Term life insurance is usually the most straightforward and affordable. It covers you for a specific time frame, 10, 20, 30 years. It's like a safety net during those crucial years when your family depends on you the most.
Think of it like renting versus buying. Term life insurance, you're renting coverage for a set time, often lines up with like paying off a mortgage, getting the kids through college.
And don't wait to get it. Younger and healthier you are, the lower the cost.
Lock in those rates while you can. And as your life changes, marriage, kids, a house, you can adjust the coverage.
Speaking of earning a living, let's talk disability insurance.
Yeah, this one's often overlooked, but it's so important. Anyone can have an accident or get sick at any age.
It's not just freak accidents either.
Mm-hmm.
Car accident, sports injury, even a serious illness that keeps you from working.
And it's about replacing your income when you can't work. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, even a temporary loss of income can be really tough.
It's that safety net you don't realize you need until you're falling.
Now, some employers offer disability insurance, but check the details. It might not be enough.
Exactly. Don't assume you're covered. Look at the policy, the waiting period, how much they pay out.
And if you're self-employed or a contractor, you're on your own. It's not a luxury, it's a must-have.
All right, last on our must-have list, umbrella insurance.
It sounds mysterious, but it's pretty simple. It's extra liability protection.
Like it's on top of your other insurance.
Exactly. Think of it as like an extra layer of protection. Let's say you're in an accident and it leads to a lawsuit, and the costs are more than your regular insurance covers. Umbrella insurance steps in.
So you don't have to drain your savings or anything?
Exactly. Protects your assets. It's crucial for anyone with a house, savings, investments, anything they want to protect from a lawsuit.
It's about peace of mind. Okay, so we've covered the must-haves. But get ready to save some money, because now we're diving into insurance you can probably skip.
Let's bust some insurance myths.
Let's talk extended warranties. Those are tempting.
Oh, they get you every time. Appliances, electronics, even cars.
And they always make it sound so good, like you're guaranteed no worries. But the thing is, most products come with a manufacturer's warranty. And then your credit card might even give you some coverage too.
Right. Before you spend any extra money, dig out that warranty, check your card benefits, see what's already covered. You might be surprised.
Plus, those extended warranties, often a big profit maker for retailers.
Yeah, they're hoping you won't actually use it, or that the repairs would have cost you less anyway.
So when is an extended warranty actually a good idea?
Okay, a couple of cases. If it's something super expensive to fix, something that breaks down a lot, like a fancy laptop or a high-end fridge. But even then, be careful. Read the fine print. Does it actually cover what you need?
Weigh those costs and benefits. Don't get pressured into it. Okay, another tricky one. Life insurance for kids.
Yeah, this one's tough. It's not always a bad idea, but life insurance is mainly for income replacement.
Making sure your family's okay financially if something happens to you.
Exactly. And usually kids aren't the breadwinners.
Right, they're not bringing home the paycheck.
Some people see it as covering funeral costs or even a savings tool, but usually there are better options for that.
A savings account, maybe a college fund. If you're thinking of it for the low rates, talk to a financial advisor. They can tell you if it makes sense.
It's all about making the right choice for your situation. And while we're on specific types of insurance, accidental death and dismemberment, intense name.
It's like things you don't want to imagine. But it really only pays out in very specific cases.
Has to be an accident, car crash, fall, injury at work.
Even then, it's limited.
Right. Your regular life insurance probably covers death, no matter the cause. And disability insurance, that's there if you can't work, whether it's an accident or illness.
So unless you have a really specific reason, it's probably not worth it. It's often already covered by other insurance.
Okay, let's talk about credit card insurance. They sell it as, like, financial peace of mind.
Oh yeah, lose your job, get sick, we've got you covered. But usually very expensive and tons of loopholes.
The devil's in the details, right? You think it's one thing, then you read the fine print.
Exactly. You're better off having a good emergency fund and making sure your disability and life insurance are solid. That's protecting your income, protecting your family.
Building a strong foundation, not relying on these little add-ons. Okay, big one. Travel insurance. Lots of confusion around this one.
So many different plans, so many things to think about. Overwhelming.
For sure. But for quick trips, domestic flights, you're probably fine.
Like weekend getaway, visiting family.
Yep. Your health insurance, maybe homeowners or renters. Even your credit card might already cover you. Medical emergencies, lost bags, cancellations.
Yes, check what you already have.
Now, if you're going international, especially to places with different health care or where things are a bit unpredictable, then travel insurance becomes more important.
Thinking about those what-ifs.
Exactly. What if you get sick? Flights canceled, luggage lost. Travel insurance can be a lifesaver, literally and financially.
It can cover medical bills, getting you home if something happens, even those annoying delays.
It's peace of mind, knowing you've got backup.
So, might not need it for every trip, but for those big adventures, definitely worth considering. We've covered the essentials, those must-haves, and we've dug into the insurance you can probably do without.
Hopefully busted some myths along the way.
Now, as we wrap up, I want you to imagine, if you could design your perfect insurance, what would it cover?
What matters most to you? What do you really want to protect?
That really makes you think, right? What's important enough to protect?
It shows you that insurance, it's not just about stuff, it's about your life, your goals, what lets you live without worry.
Totally. So, as we wrap up, the big takeaway here is there's no one right answer when it comes to insurance. Your plan should be as unique as you are.
Exactly. It's about your needs, your risks, your budget. Shop around, compare, ask questions. The more you know, the better choices you make.
Just like finding, I don't know, the perfect pair of jeans. You got to try a few on to get the right fit. And speaking of fit, your insurance needs, they change over time, right?
Oh, for sure. What worked a few years ago, even last year, might not work now. Big life changes. Marriage, kids, buying a house, starting a business, retiring. All that affects what you need.
Like hitting those milestones on a road trip.
Hmm.
Time to check the maps, see if you're still on the right track.
Exactly. Make insurance a regular thing, like an annual checkup. Review it. See if it still fits your life.
And don't be afraid to negotiate. Sometimes you can lower your costs or get better coverage just by asking.
Be your own advocate. Remember, these are companies. They want to keep you as a customer, so see what else is out there.
Competition is a good thing. All right, so as we navigate life, let's be smart, make good decisions, make sure we have the right protection, just in case.
It's been great diving into this with you. And remember, it's not about being scared. It's about living your life, knowing you've got that safety net if you need it.
Perfectly said. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.